Things got a whole lot more fun around here. Quote, Surge, a diabolical genius known as the Maker, used time travel to create his ideal Earth by systematically preventing anyone from ever becoming a superhero, except for those on his secret Maker's Council, whom he stationed to rule over different regions of the world, including the eastern territory of Haino Kuni. There's a young girl named Hisako Ichiki, armor, and new powers awaken to protect her when a sinister shadow attack claiming to seek vengeance against those who tormented Hisako's childhood friend Tsubasa. When the shadow attacked again, her classmate Mei Igarashi Maystorm joined her, defending the duo with guts of wind. Neither really understands the source of their powers, but another classmate, Nico Minoru, claims that they are mutants. Ultimate X-Men Volume 2 Issue 4 in Kirasaki City at Irodori High School. It is a rainy day as Mei and Hisako are taking their final examinations for the year. Hisako asks, how did you do? Did you study? Mei, more happy about the exam being over, replies, no, I did not study. Mei also remarks, there is so much rain these days, as the picture of Kirasaki City looks very gloomy. Nico Minoru is reading another fortune. Hisako and Mei question if she can really see things, even their powers. Hisako says, I don't know. She acts like she has powers. Either that or she's faking it. In the equivalent universe, Nico Minoru has magical powers. She is reading Mori's future. Hisako has gotten her driver's license for a motorcycle, but she needs to get used to driving in the rain. Because Hisako's mom is working late again, Hisako must cook dinner. Usually Mei and Hisako hang out together, and they have become quite good friends. Hisako gets on top of her motorcycle while it is raining. She is a model 1980s Honda Raccoon and wears her mom's old jacket from back when she used to ride with Hisako's dad. This bike was owned by Hisako's late father, who rode it when he was young. Suddenly, a boy wearing a trench coat walking in the rain comes up to her. Hisako questions why the boy is here. The boy's name is Amano. Amano's friends had committed suicide in March. Amano visited Iridori High School to meet with Hisako, the best friend of the late Tsubasa, who has been bullied by Amano's friends. Amano was seeking answers regarding their mysterious suicides. Amano and Hisaki look each other in the eyes. Hisako's mom is proud of the dinner they had laid out tonight. She also noticed Hisako's mom ran into Amano's mom and mentioned Amano is really depressed since his friends killed themselves. Amano is confirmed to have gone to the same middle school with Hisako. Hisako's mom wishes he is okay. Hisako's mom also mentions that she saw a scratch on the bike and asks if she fell. Hisako wants to look up Amano and brings out a middle school graduation album. This is the same boy from the parking lot at middle school. Hisako knew it. A lot happened before Hisako came home to fix dinner and got the scratch on her bike. Amano approached her and said, you're Hisako Ichiki, aren't you? You were friends with Tsubasa. Everything has gone to hell since he died. My friends killed themselves, but they would never have done that. There's no way. You know something. I know you do. Tell me. Amano grabbed Hisako, but she drove away as fast as possible. As Hisako was driving away on her motorcycle, she hits a water puddle, skidding away and crashing. That's causing the scratch on her bike that her mom had saw. She says, oh, what happened? It looks like hair from a head has got caught in the spoke. It is the head of Tsubasa. The head of Tsubasa says, you're running away again? Amano is possessed by the external force at this point. This external force is the shadow. Before this, he was not possessed. Hisako picks up her bike, activates the armor, and revs up the motorcycle. Any fear she had is now gone, knowing the armor will protect her. The possessed Amano says, such confidence, Hisako, so different from the last time we met. You're learning to control your powers as the shadow has many ominous dark shadows coming out with what looks like metal razors. The shadow said, do you think that will save you, as he throws all these metal razors at Hisako? The armor is protecting her on her motorcycle. The armor defends against anything the shadow throws at them and even catches a few of them, but many more come. The armor, the bike, and Hisako ram into the shadow and hit hard. Again, the bike falls to the ground and the shadow bounces to the floor. Amano is possessed and gets up with one of the metal razors. Hisako was crying as the shadow says, do you know how Tsubasa killed himself? Like this. Hisako, surrounded by protection of armor, and screams out as the shadow tries to attack from all sides, but the armor shields her effectively. With all the commotion, Hisako's classmates start taking pictures, clipping and recording videos, asking questions like, did Hisako crash? And what is that pink goop all over her? May sees her friend on the floor, visibly concerned. Interesting, the Shadow and Amano have disappeared without a trace. Nico Minoru says to May, I knew she was a mutant. May runs towards her friend Hisako to make sure that she is okay. Even though May wanted everyone to know that she is a mutant, she didn't want this to happen to Hisako. As people are recording and taping, she yells, stop filming. May uses her powers over electricity and rain. May electrifies the smartphones and then pours rain all over the students. The phones are destroyed by either electricity, rain, or wind that they drop, except for one. The one smartphone that did not get electrocuted was caught by a finger of a fellow mutant. She takes the electricity, forms into a ball, puts it in her mouth, and pops it like a pop rock. She is Surge, also known as Noriko Ashida. Surge is a mutant who has developed the ability to generate and absorb electricity. A few days later, the sun has returned and there's no more rain. The teacher hands back the test results and wants to see a few people after class. Obviously, May did not do well. May says, ugh, makeup class, I don't have time for this. I wish I could tell people I have powers. Just then, Hisako's phone is beeping insistently. Something's going on. The image of Hisako on the ground with the fallen motorcycle surrounded by pink armor shocks her. Hisako says, is that me? How could they? Oh God, it's going viral. May is in denial, saying, impossible. I fried everyone's phone. Hisako responds, not everyone. This is bad. Next, Ultimate X-Men, Volume 2, Issue 5.